I'm so excited for this. Oh my gosh, okay. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for this video because I am going to be reading my most anticipated fantasy reads of 2024. I cannot believe that I've not read the books that I've chosen yet. I'm shocked because they've been sitting on my shelf for a while and I feel like I've just been waiting for the right moment to read them. And I think I'm going to have this be the right moment. I have so many fantasy books that I'm honestly really excited to read, so it was really hard to pick only 5, but I think I picked the ones I am literally the most excited about, that I've been looking at every single time and just putting them off because I'm afraid. I feel like the hype around these books are so high that like I'm so afraid of being disappointed in them, but I don't think I'll be disappointed because I'm very easy to please. Like all the books that people don't like, I end up loving, so I think I'm not going to be disappointed by them. I don't have a set time frame that I do want to read these books. I'm not going to like knock them out in a week like how I do with the other videos that I do where I like read dark romance for a week and stuff like that. I'm going to take my time and actually enjoy these books, absorb it, soak them up, and take my time in between, probably read books in between them just to kind of have like a little palate cleanser. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to take me months to do this, but I'm probably going to like progressively read them over the time frame of a month, I'm thinking. And like I said, read like a little fun romance or something in between. Because sometimes fantasy books require a lot of brain power, and I know that sounds silly, but it's like if you switch between a bunch of fantasies without reading a palate cleanser, I get kind of confused because they each have their own like world and map and like the world building, and they have different characters and the crazy character names or like animals that you've never heard of, and like sometimes they're just really intense where like you need a lot of brain power to focus and read one, you know? Are you ready to see the books that I chose for today? Okay, ready? Here are the books. So I know. I cannot believe I haven't read this yet. I've explained this many times that I loved ACOTAR, and I was so afraid to read Throne of Glass because everyone says that once you start this, like, it's so much better than ACOTAR, and I wasn't ready to leave that. And this is like a big commitment. I'm pretty sure there's like 6 or 7 books in this series, so like I just was nervous to get into this, but I'm finally gonna do it. So there's no order that I'm gonna read these in. So like the order that I'm telling you is not the order that I'm reading them in. And I heard from multiple people to read this first. I know a lot of other people like to read Throne of Glass first, but I feel like this is the right choice to make, so this is what I'm gonna read. Up next is One Dark Window. Everyone says that this is like the fantasy book of the year 2024, like the best. We'll see. And I have The Cruel Prince. I know this one has a pretty big fandom as well. I always see really cool fan art for this one, so I'm really excited about that. I'm definitely gonna make a Pinterest board for sure. Then we have Powerless. I don't know why I kept putting this one off also, because this one is like on the level of Throne of Glass to me, where like everybody talks about it and I'm like, it's gotta be good. And I'm pretty sure the new one also comes out soon, so this is perfect timing. And lastly, I have Caraval. Again, this one has been sitting on my shelf for a while. I don't know why I keep putting it off, but I did order a paperback for this one, so I'm gonna wait till that one comes in to obviously start this one, because I don't want to read this one. I don't really want to like mess with this one. So this is probably going to be like just one giant video of me updating you while I'm reading these. It might be a very chatty video. I'm probably not gonna do much of like showing me reading, but more about like just me updating you, like, okay, I'm starting this one, here are my thoughts on it so far, this is where I'm at, this is what I think when I'm done. But we'll see. I have no idea which direction this video is gonna go, because like I said, it's gonna probably be filmed over the time frame of like a month. So, and I'm also gonna be moving in the middle of this month, so it's gonna be interesting how that is gonna play out. I guess I will check back in once I decide to start the first book in this series. Hi! I am currently in a massive book hangover after reading Redeeming 6. I feel heartbroken. Like, I feel empty. Like, I feel like I just got dumped. You know what I mean? Like, the book was so good, and I feel like I know these people. Like, they're my friends. I'm not ready to move on from them. And I've tried to already, like, read 2 different books, but they weren't catching my attention, and I had no interest. So I gave it a little bit of time. I watched some TV, you know, try to move on a little bit from that. And so I'm going to start, I think, The Cruel Prince today. For some reason, I thought this book was longer than it is. It's only 370 pages, so I feel like I can knock that out pretty fast. Another thing, I know I said that I was probably not going to do, like, clips of me reading and stuff, like how I do the reading for a week vlogs. But then I was thinking, like, I feel like that kind of makes it more fun when I do that, and it splits up the video, so it's not just me sitting here talking every 5 seconds and jumping in a new position or a new outfit, giving you an update. I feel like having a little bit of clips of me reading, you know, kind of like I said, separates it, and it also kind of makes it feel like we're reading together, you know? I think I take back what I said in the intro, and I think I am going to record a little bit of me, like, reading. Plus, I feel like it's more fun, like, if something crazy happens and you get my raw reaction. We're going to start The Cruel Prince. It is Wednesday, June 19th right now. Like I said, I'm not trying to, like, rush read all of these, but I'm going to try to, like, update you on the dates and everything so we can see how long this actually does take me, because I don't know if it's gonna be a week that I finish all of these, or a month, or it could even be longer. It depends. So let's start reading. The dedication is for Cassandra Clare, like the Cassandra Clare. I did not know. Hold on, I need to go down a rabbit hole of research for this. Because one thing about me, I loved Mortal Instruments. I did not know that they were, like, friends like that. I did not know that they wrote books together. Wow. I don't know how I didn't know that. We love a map. The, like, beginning of the chapters are so pretty. I don't know if you can see from there, like, the little art with the mushrooms and the flowers and the... Oh my god, I love it. Soggy fish sticks and a sludge of ketchup. That's a crazy prologue. Chapter 1. In Fairy, there are no fish sticks, no ketchup, no television. That's the end of the chapter. That's so funny. I have to take a picture of that. Oh my god. I only got to page 43 so far. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I feel like there's a lot of good world building as far as, like, just really, like, describing everything. I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow, and I could potentially finish it tomorrow, but, like, it's not, like, pulling me in a crazy amount just yet, but I'm only 40 pages in, so, like, I wasn't expecting anything super crazy yet. A lot of people say it's more like a political fantasy rather than, like, a romantasy, so we shall see. I'll pick this back up tomorrow, so see you then. I am about 80 pages into this right now. I know I didn't make, like, a crazy amount of progress. I was trying to read it at work, and then I'm probably not gonna have time to read it tonight, so I'm bummed. I have mixed feelings because, like, I like it. It's pulling me in, but also at the same time, it's not pulling me in fast enough. Like, I'm curious about the world. I'm curious about the characters and stuff, but, like, so far I'm kind of like, okay, like, nothing is, like, making me want to read yet. I don't know if that makes any sense. But, like, I feel like I'm hoping that tonight before I go to bed I have time to read it, but I don't know. I haven't made it very far yet. It is June 22nd. I can't remember when I started The Cruel Prince, but I think I'm gonna finish it today. I ended up switching to my Kindle, to be honest, because when I'm laying in bed, it's just easier to read on the Kindle because I can lay in any position I want and, like, be able to read, you know what I mean? I feel like with an actual book, there's only, you know, so many ways that you can sit. But I am on page 284. I'm 72% done, so there's no way I'm not going to finish it tonight. But I really like it now. At first, I don't know, I think up maybe to, like, 40% in. I wasn't a huge fan. Like, I was like, this is good. I want to obviously keep reading and see what happens, but like it wasn't like the super exciting fantasy book that I thought it was going to be because of like all the fan art and everything. But now that I'm like getting further in, I'm like, okay, I can see why a lot of people like this. And a lot of people are saying that it's kind of like Shatter Me, where you have to kind of get through the first book and then it gets even better. I'm definitely liking it so far. I like the dynamic between Carden and Jude because it's like, I feel like it's like a true enemy to lover type situation where like they hate that they want each other. I'm just gonna focus on finishing this book today and go from there. I can't believe I forgot to bring this up. Can we talk about her sister, Taryn, or whatever the heck her name is? Because that's fucked. Like, I already got bad vibes from her to begin with. I'm like, I don't know. She was just kind of like annoying. Like, oh, Jude, don't do this, don't do that. Girl, shut up, first off. Let Jude do what she wants, you know what I mean? But like, the whole thing with her and Locke, that is so dirty. They both did her so dirty. Oh, God, I hope she never, like, is nice to her, forgives her. I hold grudges. Listen, I don't forget, and I don't forgive either. I think Jude is, like, I don't know, she's pretty badass, though. Like, a lot of books kind of start with, like, this, like, Braille, weak FMC who can't even walk without breaking a leg, and then she ends up being like this badass character by the end. And yes, I do love those because I'm like, oh yeah, you go girl, like you know, you worked out, you did your thing, you know. But like her, I feel like from the beginning she was like, no, I'm not taking their crap, like I'm gonna do what I want. Like, yeah, I like Jude. And I love like the little the fan art I've been seeing. She always has like the little horns with her hair. So cute. I want to try to recreate that because I think that is so cute. I think I'm gonna do One Dark Window next. I'm trying to like mentally decide what book I want to read next. And I think I'm gonna do One Dark Window only because that one's also on Kindle Unlimited. And like the order of excitement I think for these books is probably like Cruel Prince is like the one I don't want to say least excited for. I moved closer because I felt like I was kind of far away. But anyways, what I was saying is that like ranking the ones that I was like least to most excited for, Cruel Prince was at the bottom only because all of the books that I also have in that stack just seemed like they were going to be really, really like great fantasy books compared to Cruel Prince. And let me like, how do I word this? Like Cruel Prince, I still really wanted to read. I was really excited to read it. Everything I've been seeing on TikTok and BookTube and everything, it looked really good. It was just, again, compared to like Throne of Glass and Powerless and everything. Then I think One Dark Window would be the next, only because I haven't like seen much about it. Like everyone's just like, oh, this is the fantasy book of the year, but then like that's all I hear. Like I don't see fan art. I don't see anything with the characters. Like I don't know anything besides the fact that it's a good book. You know what I mean? So I don't really know anything going into that. Then I think I would have Caraval. I don't know, that one just seems like it's going to be fun. And then Powerless and the Assassin's Blade, I'm torn between. I think I'm going to do the Assassin's Blade and then Powerless on top. Only, again, because of, like, the way I've been seeing them hyped up. And, like, I always heard that Throne of Glass is, like, better further into the series. So, don't come for my ratings. I haven't read any of these books yet, obviously. I'm just now reading them, so, like, I have no idea what I'm talking about, so don't come for me. My ratings could change, you know. I might end up liking Caraval the most or the Cruel Prince the most. Really? Oh my god. No, she should have chopped her in half. Oh, you shouldn't chop your sisters in half. Chop her. Cut that bitch. I finished The Cruel Prince a couple days ago. Actually, I have the exact date. I finished on the 22nd. I just haven't been updating you at all. It's literally the 26th right now. So yeah. No, I'm terrible. I loved this book. When I first started it, I didn't really care for it. I was like, okay, like, it's an interesting story, but, like, nothing's really, like, drawing me in. It's not, like, you know, it was good, but it wasn't, like, great. But now that I'm done, I find myself throughout the day just thinking about it. And I already bought the second book, so it's really hard to not, like, reach for that book because I have to finish these other books in this video. But I had a feeling that she was going to make Cardan the king or whatever, but the fact that she was like playing him up until that point, that was crazy. And I can also appreciate, like, I love that honestly the romance in this book is more like on the back burner. It's more like a subplot rather than the main plot, because I feel like with fantasy books it's so easy to make the romance be like the main focal point while all of this is also happening. But it was kind of like nice letting her just be like a badass, you know, like without the romance aspect. But then you did get a little sprinkle of Cardan, and like, I don't know, I think it's like they hate that they like each other. They hate that they're attracted to each other. Like, I love that. This week, I'm hoping today, if not today, tomorrow, I'm going to be starting One Dark Window. So this is going to be my next read. I'm currently reading Addicted to You, so I'm going to finish that first. I have like 100 pages left, and then I'm going to start this one. I just think it's so interesting. Like, I don't know if I've mentioned this already in this video, but like, it's so interesting to me that everyone on TikTok talks about this book being like one of their favorite fantasy books, but I don't see anything about it. Like, I haven't seen fan art, I haven't seen edits, I haven't seen like memes or quotes. Like, I haven't seen anything from the actual book. So I'm so intrigued. I'll come back on here once I actually start this and put some clips of me reading it and everything and like my thoughts. First things first, welcome to my new location, my new home. Much better background. I finally have moved to my new place and set up my bookshelf and everything. The rest of the house is chaos, which leads me to the point that I'm about to say. I have been doing terrible with this little video because I have not had any time to read. I can't remember when I last updated you, but I started One Dark Window and I'm only on page 78 and it's literally July 3rd. So I feel like I'm doing terrible, but there's been so much chaos with moving and starting my job and like just, I haven't had time. And then like when I get in bed to read at the end of the day, I'll read like 20 pages and I get so tired. And it's such a good book. Like, I do really like it so far and I want to keep reading, but it's like I just get so tired. She just met Raven. I don't know if that's how you say his name, because I know fantasy books, they'll be like a normal spelling and then it'll be pronounced way different than you expect. But she just like kind of met him about 10 pages ago, and I think this book is so interesting. I feel like I haven't read anything like this, and I feel like the like magic system is so unique with the Providence cards. I do have a little bit of time right now, so I'm gonna literally just sit on my floor here and read for a bit. I'm getting my reading chair soon. It comes in the mail in a couple days, so hopefully I'll have that. But yep, I'm going to read a little bit now. We're supposed to like the nightmare or not, or like if she eventually gets rid of him or whatnot, but I don't know, I like him. I hope he stays in her head. I don't know, is he evil? Like, he doesn't seem evil. He seems like he's helping her all the time. I don't know. So I have about 100 pages left, so I'm really hoping I can finish that today. If you don't have a heated blanket, I highly recommend you investing in one. This thing has been a game changer. Like, it's so cozy, and then in the morning I turn it on and I lay in bed for like another 20-30 minutes if I have the time, more like on the weekends. But it's amazing. It's a game changer. It really is. And this book is getting so good. I love this book, and halfway through reading this I actually went and ordered the special edition Barnes & Noble one that comes out in like October, so I just like it. It's so good. I feel like it's so different than anything I've read. I feel so bad for Emery, I think was his name. Okay, hopefully next time I check back in, I'll be done with the book. I just finished One Dark Window. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Do you know how hard it's going to be to not read the second book right now because I have to read the other books in this video? Ah, the ending is, oh my gosh, I just want to keep reading. I can see why this was like one of the top fantasy books that everyone was talking about. This is so good. Also, my copy got a little destroyed and I'm really upset about it. But like I said, I pre-ordered that special edition from Barnes. So, yeah. But yeah, I spilled something all over it because, you know, whatever. Conveniently, with me right now, I think I'm going to start this. And then I think I'm going to read Caraval, and then I think Powerless is what I'm going to end with, because for some reason, that's like what I'm the most excited about. It was this, but I don't know. Powerless is so exciting to me, and Reckless should be coming in the mail soon, which I'm mad about. I don't know if I said it already in this video, but I pre-ordered it. So it was supposed to come like around release date, and it's still not here. Ow. And it's still not here yet. It was supposed to come like last week at some point, and then it got pushed to Friday, and then now it got pushed to next Monday, and I'm like, good thing I'm not just waiting to read it. Good thing I haven't read the first one yet, but like, dang, you know. Let's go ahead and start. I'm really nervous to start this. Like, I don't know, I think I'm just so nervous because everybody loves this. Oh, so is it just like novellas? Is that what it is? Oh, I never knew that. So I'm actually waiting for my video to finish exporting that I just filmed. You're probably actually going to see that video before this one even. But I figured why not use this time to read a little bit of the Assassin's Blade. So, I had a lip stain on that's like, yeah, like it's not going away there. So that's why it looks like that. But so when I made that video in the car, I didn't end up starting this because my boyfriend came back 2 seconds later. So starting it now. If I want to do like an annotating guide where certain colors are certain characters or world building or whatever, or if I just want to kind of like go in and highlight everything and put one color. I don't know. I always love the idea of doing like the annotating guide with like different tabs and different colors, but halfway through I like give up on it. And then it just looks stupid. That, or I'll be like, oh, whatever, this color for world building, and then there ends up not being any world building or such a small amount where I'm like, well, now I was dumb. Alright, so I am 122 pages into the Assassin's Blade right now. I also put like these sticky notes because I wanted to know how far I was until the next novella, because this is pretty much a bunch of short stories in one. I will say, part of me wonders if I should have read this further into the series or after Throne of Glass or something. A lot of people told me to read this first, but I don't really know. I don't know anything that's going on. Like, it's just different stories about her, and I'm like, I don't even know who she is. Like, I know who she is from like reviews and edits and TikToks and this and that, you know what I mean? But like, if I was going into this blindly, like I would have no idea who this girl is. Like, the individual stories are good. It's just the second I get into them, it's over. So then I'm like, well, dang, this might not be a 5-star for me because it's not giving me like that 5-star feeling. Cry. Okay. Oh, why? Well, damn it. Now I know why everybody said to read this first, because there's a spoiler. I'm sure that was that. Oh my gosh. I have to keep reading. I'm literally so close to being done. Okay, hold on, let me gather my thoughts and then I have finished the Assassin's Blade. I cannot believe that when I first started this, I was like not really vibing with it because, oh my god. Easy 5 stars. Easily. Like, I think the reason in the beginning is because I started this first because, like I said before, there's a lot of different orders that you can read this in, and I wanted to start it first because a lot of people were saying that there's a spoiler if you don't read this first that like isn't, I guess, that big of a deal, but like I just wanted to do it that way, you know. And so I was really confused at first because I was like, I don't really know who these people are, and I didn't know any history, any backstory, really, anything like that. Obviously you learn it a little bit more as you go on, but I also at first was like, oh, there's a bunch of different stories, so I feel like the second you get in one, it's gonna jump around. But they do all correlate. I don't know why I thought it was like skipping a bunch of time and stuff. Like, it really wasn't. It was just going a little bit in the future, but it's still like, it all correlated. It was like one big story. Like, they didn't technically need the separate titles. I don't know if that makes sense, but this is so good. So far, I think everything I've read this, like, for this video has been such a hit, and I'm really excited for Caraval and Powerless. Those were like my 2 that I'm the most excited for. We're going to put this one back on the shelf, and we are going to continue with Caraval, which I actually have sitting right behind me. I will be reading Caraval next, and then ending with Powerless. I don't know why I'm so excited for this one, because like the whole vibe and like aesthetic of it just seems so like fun. I don't know. I'm basing it off of like fan art that I've been seeing on TikTok. Alright, I started Caraval. I have this set up here because I'm also filming a TikTok in the process. And this is my annotation guide. I write them on this little clear sticky note for now in case I need to change things, because sometimes I'll put like romance, for example, and then there won't be any romance, and then I feel dumb having a whole tabbed thing that I'm not using. I am right now 29 pages into it, and so far it's interesting. Sorry, the lighting is atrocious in here, and I really hope you can hear me over the fan. I'm so intrigued by the plot. Like, I want to know where this is going. It seems so like mysterious right now, and I'm trying to figure Julian out and Tella. Like, I'm just trying to figure out like what's going on. Oh, my light died. I feel like, and this is so funny for anybody who has read this because they probably know obviously like all the info, but I feel like there's something with Julian because it almost seems like these like people that work here kind of like recognize him or something, and also like he knows so much about the games, and eventually she asks him, or like he tells her whatever he's played before, but I would have been asking at the very beginning, oh, like how do you know so much? And like he knows too much for, oh, I played one time before, you know? All right, we're gonna continue Caraval. I'm on page 108. Okay, do we like Tella? Because right now, I'm only on page like 110, and I'm like, do we like her or not? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes in books, it's like we don't like the sister. So do we like Tella? I don't remember where I left off in the video, but I'm almost done. I'm on page 273. Someone just showed up in the game, or at least I think they did. I don't know, because it's all a game, you know, but like, it's crazy. It's getting really crazy. So I'm gonna try to finish it by today. I'm on page 307, and Things have gotten crazy. I don't know why a lot of people said that they didn't like this book. Like, it's one of those books where everybody either loves it or like they don't like it. I haven't seen people like kind of be in between about it. Oh gosh. Would you like to tell her, or should I tell her what? What the heck? Is this real, or is this part of the game? This is so messed up if this is real. I don't know what's real and what's part of the game. I'm just as bad as her. This book just literally gaslit me. I finished. I think I'm gonna rate this book 4 stars. This was crazy. I got swept up in it as well. Wow. I can't even like form thoughts on it because of how crazy everything was. Like that ending, the twist. Okay, you guys, I'm on my last book of this vlog, and it is going to be Powerless. And I'm also going to be making another video while I'm reading this, where it's just me reading the entire series. I'm saying series right now, there's only 2 books and a novella, but still. I'm going to be kind of vlogging my entire experience reading this, and it's going to be way more in-depth of my reactions and thoughts on this than in this video. So far, every book in this video that I've picked has been a hit, and I cannot see this being any different. Like I said, this is, I think, my most anticipated in this video out of all the books that I did read, so I can't wait. I'm so excited. I hope I finish this fast. It is July 28th. I know I haven't been updating you at all like I said I was going to, but so far it's been about a month, I'd say, that I've been working on this video. I'm trying to get this knocked out before July ends. That way I can include it in my July wrap-up. Because I hate being in the middle of a book and then the month switches. I hate it. Because then I'm like, I don't know what month to count the book in, you know, technically. We're just gonna get started. Oh my gosh, this banter is bantering. Like, this is some good banter. I think I'm gonna be done for the night. I'm on page 113 and I'm really enjoying it so far. I can definitely see why it was inspired by Hunger Games, and then they also say Red Queen, but I haven't read that yet. But I'm very intrigued to see where this is gonna go. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be doing a more in-depth video on this series. So I'm going to keep my explanations more vague in this one. So if you want to see more of my thought process and explanations and everything, go ahead and check out that video. It'll probably come out shortly after this one. I'm going to tap out for the night, and I will pick up this book tomorrow and continue. Quick little update. I am on page 392 right now. I've made a lot of progress. I really like where this story is going, and I'm excited to keep reading. We are going to keep reading. Has me blushing. It's just so cute. never sober around you, Pay, never not drunk on every detail that is you. You're telling me this is her first book that she has written? Let's talk about my final verdict on this book. I think I'm gonna rate it 4.5. The freaking end, I did not see any of that coming. Like, ever since the last trial started up until the end of the book, I did not see any of that coming. If you want a more in-depth review of what I thought of this book, I'm going to be releasing the Powerless vlog in like the next week or so. So definitely watch that, because like I said, I'm just kind of covering like the bare minimum, the basics in this vlog for this book. In the actual vlog for this series, I get more into it and I talk more about like how I feel about this book. So definitely check that out if you are a fan of Powerless and you kind of want to see my experience reading it. And that is the end of this vlog. I had a really good time reading these. I'm going to do a quick little recap with the ratings really quick. We have The Cruel Prince, which is what I started with. I rated that one 4 stars. Then One Dark Window, I rated that one 5 stars. Then following with The Assassin's Blade, I also rated that one 5 stars. Then we went to Caraval, which I rated 4 stars. And then we ended with Powerless, which I ended up rating 4.5 stars. This video was so much fun, and I'm glad that I finally got around to starting these series, and next month I'm really just going to focus on finishing these series and getting through them, because now I'm really excited. They were all so good, and I think I'm going to enjoy them the more I get into them, you know? Like I stated when I started and ended Powerless, I am going to be having a vlog coming out probably a week from this one, where I'm really going in detail reading that book, talking about that book, and then I'm also reading the novella and Reckless as well. It's just going to be a whole Powerless reading vlog, so if you're interested in that, definitely check back in a week for that one. If you did enjoy this type of video, go ahead and let me know in the comments so I can make more videos like this. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next week. Getting cold.